Welcome to Toronto as we get ready for Game 3 of the 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox trying to get back to their winning ways tonight. A check of the lineup, and back in behind the dish doing the catching is Christian Vasquez. He's our Chevy key player to watch.
Well, he has done an outstanding job as being called up in Pawtucket for the Red Sox, and he's done it also offensively for the Red Sox being called up. You see the numbers at .333 batting average. He's already driven in 7 runs for Boston, on-base percentage of .350. And an interesting note, the first American League catcher to win his first 5 career starts since 1983. That surprised me when I saw that graphic. The thing about Vasquez, we all know he was a very good defensive catcher, but he's shown that already. A couple of pickoff attempts for him, shown a very quick arm and quick feet. But we didn't know what to expect offensively, and so far he's just adjusted very well. And with David Ross now with a bad heel, he may get a lot more catching time.
Well, tonight on the mound for the Red Sox, Clay Buchholz trying to keep it going. He has won his last 2 starts. He comes in at 5-5, and always good numbers here at Toronto. 8-2 in his career at the Rogers Center with a 1.72 ERA. We're back with the first pitch right after this. Dunkin' Donuts. Toyota's website for deals by Toyota.com. PaulRadine.com, celebrity golf instruction, and much more. And your New England Subaru dealers. I welcome you back to the beautiful city of Toronto and inside the Rogers Center for Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. As tonight, the Red Sox do not have Brock Holt in the lineup. It has been so long, really, for the Red Sox since they've not had Holt lead off a game for Boston. And his numbers have been terrific since coming back up on May the 17th, hitting at .319 during that time. 19 RBIs and 3 home runs, leading the American League with 533 innings played. So he gets himself a night off tonight. Certainly earns it, especially with the day game coming tomorrow. With more, here's Gary Streisky.
Gio, you look at those numbers and you think to yourself, how can Brock Holt not be in the lineup? But guys, even the Brock star, he can break down. So as John Farrell explains in our Guy Cole quote of the day, it was time for the Brock star to just get a break.
You never like to take any player out that's doing extremely well, and yet feel like he's played every inning since sometime back in May, and felt like, last couple days it's starting to see it a little bit in his play, and he's deserving of a day off. Well, his versatility has been, I think, somewhat of a silver lining in our year to date. with David occupying the DH slot, where you can rotate some guys through in some other situations. Brock's versatility has allowed us to give guys days off, and we fully expect that to be the case going forward.
Now, not to worry, John Farrell explains that Brock Holt will be in the lineup tomorrow in the series finale against the Blue Jays before they head to Tampa Bay. And hopefully at the plate, it's not lacking too much at that leadoff position. Shane Victorino, coming off a 3-hit performance last night, takes the leadoff spot, his third consecutive multi-hit game.
All right, Gary, thanks very much. The roof is open once again tonight, third straight night here from Toronto. The Blue Jays take the field, and as they do, let's check out the visiting Red Sox starting 9. We talked a lot about it. Shane Victorino leading it off tonight for Boston, and in right field with Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz, the DH, bats third with Mike Napoli at first base. Daniel Nava in left field with Xander Bogaerts at third base, sliding up the order to 6th. Stephen Drew bats 7th at shortstop with Christian Vasquez doing the catching, batting 8th. And Jackie Bradley Jr. in center field bats 9th. Tonight's Blue Jays starting pitcher presented by your New England Nissan dealers. The former National League Cy Young Award winner R.A. Dickey. His 22nd appearance here at the Blue Jays this year. 7-10 with a 3.95 earned run average. 111 Ks to 50 walks, and opponents hitting at .239 against R.A. Dickey. And the last time faced the Red Sox is the end of April. He got a win, 6 1/3, giving up just 1 run.
The defense tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays, they are 6th in the American League with 51 errors in 101 games. Kawasaki will be at third base, Reyes the shortstop, Goins at second, Bautista the first baseman tonight. Left to right, Melky Cabrera, Colby Rasmus, and Anthony Gose. And Josh Tolley doing the catching for R.A. Dickey.
Umpiring crew tonight, Gabe Morales has a play calling the balls and strikes with Angel Hernandez at first base, Larry Van Over at second base, and Paul Nauert is the umpire at third. It's been mostly cloudy here today in Toronto, and 68 degrees, cooled off quite a bit in the last 24 hours. Wind speed 12 miles per hour. The forecast partly cloudy, but the roof is indeed open again tonight in Toronto for this third game of the series. We play day baseball tomorrow, 12:30 start here in Toronto to wrap up the 4-game series. Shane Victorino, who did not play in the first game of the series, came back last night and in there again tonight. And leading off for the Red Sox, first pitch from R.A. Dickey is going to miss for ball 1, and we're underway.
Plus, R.A. Dickey, the knuckleball pitcher, throws it harder than what Tim Wakefield used to throw his knuckleball at. Been struggling recently, only 1 win in his last 7 starts. That was against the Angels.
Strike picks up the outside corner. This is being acquired by the Blue Jays. He has posted a 21-23 record with a 4.11 earned run average. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to count.
That was the knuckleball right there at 72 miles an hour. So far, we've seen the fastball and the knuckleball.
Line to left, and Cabrera's going to play it on a hop, backs off, and Victorino is aboard to begin things.
Now Victorino continues to swing the bat very well. Now a 4-game hitting streak. He is 7 for his last 12. Gets the knuckleball from Dickey and lines it right in front of Melky Cabrera out there in left field.
So lead runner on here for the Red Sox in the top of the first inning, and it brings up Dustin Pedroia. 269 on the year, 4 homers, 37 runs batted in. Has been struggling at the plate as he takes strike 1. Pedroia so far 0 for 8 in the series, and 0 for his last 17. They'll line one into center field. A base hit for Pedroia. Up to second base goes Victorino. A good single there for Pedroia. It's first and second with nobody out for Boston.
Yeah, not much to do on that knuckleball. Just stayed footy flat and stayed about belt high to Dustin Pedroia, as you can see right there, and he jumps all over it for the line drive to center field. So the Red Sox start quickly here in the first inning against Dickey.
Well, snaps the 0 for 17 streak for Pedroia. 2 on, nobody out for David Ortiz. David 4 for 10 so far in the series with 3 home runs. And 23 home runs on the year, 69 runs batted in. Let's take strike one, a high strike. Well, tonight's key matchup here is brought to you by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. David Ortiz 5 for 15 with 4 home runs, 6 RBIs at the Rogers Center this season. Take that down and in. It's 23 home runs, 5th most in the American League. Now has 36 career home runs here at the Rogers Center, tied for the most ever with Alex Rodriguez. Oh, missed high. Dickey wanted it, but did appear to be on top of the strike zone.
Yeah, Tolley really pulled it right down. He pulled it down about belt high on Ortiz. Watch how much this glove moves. The oversized knuckleball catches mid.
Did he go? They checked. No, he did not, says Paul Nauert, third base umpire. Ortiz hits it in the air to deep right field, down the line towards the pole, and that ball is gone. A blast to right field for Big Papi. His 4th home run of the series, and what a start for the Red Sox, on top 3-0. 37th home run here at the Rogers Center, the most by an opponent.
I'll tell you one thing, the Red Sox have done a real nice job staying back so far on that knuckleball from Dickey. There it is again. It's going to stay inside to Ortiz, down and in, and he almost hits it up in that upper deck.
Now a swing and a miss from Mike Napoli. So the fast start tonight for the Red Sox against R.A. Dickey. Alltown, New England's premier convenience retailer, is committed to supporting the communities they serve. For every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown donate $500 to the Cystic Fibrosis Multiple Sclerosis Foundation. Visit www.cfmsfund.org for more information. And Napoli is striking out for the first out.
Now Dickey goes back to the stays with the knuckleball. This one kind of runs away a little bit, almost like a slider. To Mike Napoli for the strikeout. Dickey now has given up 19 home runs this season.
One down for Daniel Nava, getting the start in left field tonight. Checks in at 254, 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. 3 for 6 so far in the series. On the ground towards second base, Ryan Goins throws out Nava, 2 down. Well, summer is in full swing, and so are the specially priced Red Sox tickets for students. Student tickets are available for every Sox game. Tickets start at just $9, so go to redsox.com/student to take advantage of this great offer today. And 2 down in the first, and Xander Bogaerts will take strike one. 236 average for Xander. 7 homers and 24 runs batted in. And he's down 0-2.
That time he took something off the knuckleball, only 63 miles an hour that time. Throwing it at different speeds. Still hangs high though.
And the home run that he allows here in the first inning, the 19th home run allowed by Dickey on the year. 14 of them have come right here at the Rogers Center. To center field, a late start for Rasmus, and he's going to now back off it and play it on a hop. He did not get a good jump of that ball at all, and Xander Bogaerts has a 2-out base hit.
Now Xander Bogaerts has now faced Dickey 4 times. He has 3 hits against him. Knuckleball toward the end of the bat. You see Rasmus in center field just pull up to make sure the ball does not bounce over his head for extra bases.
Yeah, he initially started back. Bogarts at first base with 2 down. Stephen Drew takes strike 1. 178 with 4 homers and 11 runs batted in. Drew 3 for 8 in the series with 2 home runs. And he hits a fly ball to right field, playable for Anthony Gose. Over towards the line, and he'll put it away. A 3-run home run for Big Papi David Ortiz, his 24th of the year. 3-0 Boston. To the bottom of the first inning, and tonight's Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your New England Audi dealers. Experience the all-new 2015 Audi A3 today. Clay Buchholz's 16th start, 5-5. Opponent's hitting at 298 against Buchholz as Jose Reyes leads it off and takes pitch outside for ball 1. And Buchholz, 20 games, 19 starts against the Jays, 10-6 in his career. The 2.71 earned run average, but pretty good here at the Rogers Center. He is 8-2 with a 1.72 ERA here in the Rogers Center. Reyes leading it off in a home run last night, 8 on the year to go along with 32 RBIs. That's a strike, 2-1. Back-to-back wins for Clay Buchholz at Houston and last time out against Kansas City. On the ground up the middle, in the center field, a base hit for Reyes. Well, we've seen Jose Reyes. Let's take a look at the rest of the Blue Jays starting lineup tonight as Reyes is at shortstop, Melky Cabrera in left field. Jose Bautista moves into the infield and to first base with Deoner Navarro, the DH tonight. Kobe Rasmussen in center field. Munori Kawasaki making his second straight start at third base, batting 6th. Josh Tolley does the catching with Ryan Goins, just called up yesterday from Buffalo, batting 8th, and Anthony Gose in right field bats 9th. Lead runner on here for the Jays in the bottom of the first inning. And Melky Cabrera, the batter. 309 season, 12 homers and 50 runs batted in.
Plenty of speed at first base, and Reyes, 19 steals on the season. He's been caught 1 time.
Cabrera's second in the league in hits with 127 hits on the year. We'll check again. Reyes diving back. One foot on the carpet over there at first base, and a good sized lead for Reyes. Three for 7 in the series, Melky Cabrera, and a couple of RBIs. Sits safely in 14 of his last 17 games. A lot of stuff up right now for Buchholz, who falls behind 2-0.
How's a changeup that time that stayed upstairs and out of the strike zone for Buchholz?
Only behind 3-0. And Vasquez headed out to talk to Buchholz. Fans, you can test your Red Sox IQ right now on the MLB Preplay mobile app. Download for free and start predicting every at-bat of every Red Sox game all season. Tonight, Preplay predicts Clay Buchholz will go 5 2/3, allowing 4 earned runs, 7 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. Lead runner on here for the Jays. 3-0 pitch coming to Cabrera. And that's going to miss. So Cabrera walks. First 2 have reached for the Blue Jays.
Tonight's Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 8th in the American League with 60 errors in 100 games. Xander Bogaerts at third base. Stephen Drew, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. Mike Napoli, the first baseman. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Jackie Bradley Jr., Shane Victorino, Christian Vasquez doing the catching for Buchholz.
Now 2 on, nobody out. Jose Bautista, the batter. And Buchholz trying to find his bearings here in the first inning. Bautista with 17 home runs on the year, 54 runs batted in. He'll take strike 1. (11 for 38 in his career against Clay Buchholz with a home run. Bautista lines this, a fair ball down the left field line. Pitch to Nava in left field. Around from second is Reyes. He'll score. It's a double for Bautista. And the Blue Jays are on the board. Second and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And they have answered quickly.
Now right now Buchholz having a very difficult time getting any one of his pitches down in the strike zone. This pitch stays upstairs, a changeup. And it's up and into Bautista. Fortunately, that ball stayed in the ballpark. Hard line drive down that left field line. It's going to bounce off the wall and bounce back to Daniel Nava. He bobbles it a little bit, but it didn't make any difference. It's still going to be a second and third situation with nobody out.
So it's now 3-1, second and third, and Deanna Navarro the batter. Tonight the DH, 265, 7 homers, 41 runs batted in. Burrow hitting at 297 at home compared to 231 on the road. And he takes the strike, and the Marlins like it. Last night he homered as part of the 7 runs put together by the Blue Jays last night, a part of their victory. Navarro hit his 7th home run of the year. Never generally hits towards the bottom of the order, but with all the injuries here for the Blue Jays, he is smack dab in the middle. And here in the cleanup spot, and chance to do some damage here in the first inning. That breaking ball slips out of the hand for Buchholz. 2-1. Only 5 strikes so far for Buchholz. 13 total pitches, and right now to start this outing, he does not have it. Trying to find it here in the first inning. Morrow breaks his back, grounds to third, coming home with it is Bogarts, and the tag applied. So Cabrera tagged out by Christian Vasquez. There's the first out, and it comes at the plate.
A good job there by Bogarts at third base, recognizing the runner is going to be going in that situation, and they are able to get that run at home plate. Vasquez protecting the baseball with that glove, and they pick out the out at home. A little bit surprising in that situation, second and third with this part of the lineup, but they were playing contact. I think on a ground ball there at third base, the runner was probably supposed to hold, but instead he took off and did go, and it became an easy out for Xander Bogarts at home plate.
So first and third with one down. Kobe Rasmus, the batter, center fielder for the Jays. 218, 13 homers and 29 runs batted in. Breaking ball in the dirt. Rasmus 0 for 3 with a walk in the ball game last night. 0 for 7 in the series. Fouls it off, and it evens at 1-1. Well, Saturday on Dining Playbook with Billy Costa and Jenny Johnson, don't miss a visit to Tasty Burger and hear Tim Wakefield's 5 favorite restaurants, and head into the kitchen with the Mad Fisherman Charlie Moore. It's all on Dining Playbook Saturday morning at 9. First and third with one out, a run in. Rasmus will take strike 2.
Cut fastball that time from Buchholz to pick up the strike and jump ahead of Rasmus 1-2. There's the cutter inside as Vasquez is set up inside.
Dancing down the line at third is Bautista. I'm going to do a sprint and then stopped halfway down the line. Doesn't bother Buchholz. It's a little bloop that is going to be foul. Broken bat, and now ending up around second base.
I don't think it bothered Buchholz because I don't think Buchholz even saw it.
No, he didn't at all. I mean, he came racing down the line like he was stealing home.
Yeah, just trying to draw a balk from Buchholz, but I don't even think Buchholz was paying any attention to him at all. His head's down all the way. He didn't even see it.
Wasting all that energy. I'm not even going to look at you. Ball and 2 strikes to Kobe Rasmus. Now the Red Sox going into a shift here on the fly. As Stephen Drew comes to the right side of the infield. Now Bogarts at short. Buchholz just looked up, and what's going on here? All of a sudden his defensive alignment has changed dramatically around him. Everybody's set, ready to go. Fouled at the plate. Bautista at third base. Navarro at first base with one out, a run in. And a ground ball that is a fair ball. They come home again, and it's late. So scoring is Bautista. They try to come to the plate again, and now it's a one-run game.
Now, one of the reasons Bautista is able to score because the Red Sox were in the shift. That ball hit very hard to Mike Napoli at first base. He's right near the bag, so he tags first. No extra steps right there to throw home, and the only reason Bautista beats it is because they got the big shift on it. He's way down the line. Tag is high, foot's on the bag. Second run comes across for the Blue Jays.
Well, his second out recorded there at first base, and now in scoring position at second with the tying run is Navarro. RBI for Rasmus, and it is now 3-2 Boston. There's Kawasaki, who takes a pitch inside for ball one. A little bit high for ball two, 2-0. Buchholz wanted it. Right now he wants anything.
Well, Kawasaki, who does not much have experience at third base, playing his second game there in this series, and was out early today taking an awful lot of ground balls at third base.
And a nice play last night at foul ground.
And a fly ball.
And center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr. over towards the left center. Good sized gap out in right center. That's a strike. 2-1. Kawasaki 0 for 6 so far in the series. Clay Buchholz about to throw his 25th pitch of this first inning. Back to Buchholz off of him, and it kicks towards third base. Bogarts has no play at first. And Clay is staggered. Not sure if they get him in the face or not. They're going to come out and check on him. Brad Pearson and John Farrell. He kicked up, and it appeared to come up near his face.
Now, we talked about the seams on this artificial surface, and you've got to wonder if that came into play right there with Buchholz on the mound. Let's take a look at that last hop. Well, right off the glove and off the face. And down goes Buchholz. Actually, the seam was not involved, not at all. That ball hit on the dirt pot. You can see right there before it got back to Buchholz, it just deflected off his glove and then off his face. Looks like he's going to be all right. See that red mark right there on the right side of his face, right near his eye.
So Navarro ends up at third base as Kawasaki reaches at first. First and third now with 2 down in the inning, and it brings up Josh Tolley. Tying run 90 feet away here for the Blue Jays. Only 265, no homers, and 5 runs batted in. He's caught R.A. Dickey this season. He's been his personal catcher, and out there tonight for Dickey. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning, but the Blue Jays have come back with 2 so far as Buchholz fires over to first base.
They might want to rethink that because that hasn't worked very well over the last 7 starts.
Toley has made 60 starts. He's got Dickey 44 of those 60 starts in the last couple of years. 1-0 is fouled off to the left out of play. Well, tune in to the Red Sox Friday Night Fenway presented by Budweiser Friday at 5:30. Be sure to visit Who's on First. Every Red Sox game in July. Fans 21 and over can participate. Budweiser, great times are waiting. Grab some buds. First and third, 2 down in the inning, and Josh Thole waiting on a 1-1 pitch. He'll take strike 2 at the top of the zone.
Still, Buchholz having a difficult time getting the ball down in the zone. This one stays upstairs and fortunately taken by Thole.
In the air to left field, playing shallow is Nava going back. It's going to be over his head and 1 hop over the fence. A ground rule double as the game is tied. It'll be runners at second and third now for the Blue Jays, but so much for the Red Sox 3-run lead. That's gone. It's 3-3.
Once again, another high changeup from Buchholz. You see the location right there. It's moving away from Thole, but as Don told you, they are playing very, very shallow. And no chance for Nava to get back on that one as it bounces for the ground rule double. By bouncing in there, actually saves the Red Sox a run.
That keeps Kawasaki at third base. Thole at second with the RBI double. Ryan Goins, the 8th member of the Blue Jays to bat here in the first. Pitch 29, trying to bunt, and he pops it up foul. Out of the reach of Vasquez.
I don't like that at all. I mean, you got a 3-3 ball game. It's the first inning. You have 2 men in scoring position and 2 outs. Swing the bat, try to drive them both in.
Now Goins to take a pitch outside, 1-1. Kawasaki at third, Thole at second, 2 down, 3 runs in for the Jays. Goins grounds to first base. Buchholz will cover, and he'll tag the bag to end the inning. But the Blue Jays scored 3 times. Time to score at 3-3.
home to baseball. For example, tonight's Buick football at Fenway taking place right now. We want to know, though, which is your favorite concert ever held at Fenway Park? Sox 1 for Bruce Springsteen, Sox 2 for Dave Matthews, Sox 3 Paul McCartney, or Sox 4 the Rolling Stones. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and those data rates, those may apply. Text help if you need it. Visit NESN.com/terms for all that fun legal stuff, guys.
All right, Kerry, thanks very much. 3-3 the score as we head here to the second inning, and Christian Vasquez leading it off. Vasquez, Bradley Jr., and Victorino to bat in the inning. So R.A. Dickey's 3-run first. Kind of a race now, and this one gets away as Vasquez jumps back out of the way. Fortunately, Jerry, because these concerts always take place when we are on the road, we never get to go to them.
Well, we actually did. We got to go to the Springsteen concert. We heard that.
Sound check. Yes, we were there for that.
Sound check. We heard that. I happened to see McCartney at Fenway.
You did?
I did. The Stones I've heard about. It's quite an elaborate stage.
Right back off Dickey. Kicks towards third. He will pick it up and throw it, but off the bag is Bautista, and reaching is Vasquez. Another pitcher struck here. Now the trainer will come out for the Blue Jays along with John Gibbons to check on their starter.
Yeah, Dickey should be okay. Buchholz was up around the face. This one here looks like it gets him either off the arm or the side. Take another look on it on replay. Shot right back up there. Tough to tell whether it got him on the elbow or the side. Dickey appears to be okay. He's going to take some warm-up throws, as did Buchholz. This game off to a very strange start.
Yes, it is. He says he's all right, good to go. Did you know the Green Monster is 37 feet 2 inches tall? Log on to NESN.com/Nexium24-hour to register for the Nexium 24-hour Green Monster ticket giveaway. This is your chance to win 4 tickets to an upcoming game and find out what it's like to watch a game from the Green Monster seats, courtesy of Nexium 24-hour. Jose Bautista holding on Christian Vasquez at first base. Jackie Bradley Jr. the batter. He'll take strike one. 2 for 5 in the series. Was a pinch runner in last night's game. But did not start the game. Let's have to go in 2 for 5 in the first game. Rounds this foul. Down 0-2. Chopped to first base. Bautista's going to second for 1. Back to first for 2. And Bautista quickly got back to the bag to get that return throw to first, and they turn the double play.
Now Bautista, who's a very good outfielder, does a very nice job here. A good feed to Reyes. Gets back to the bag, stretches out, and picks up the double play. Bradley Jr. hustling down the line, but not going to be time.
So 2 down for Shane Victorino. Singled in the first inning. He'll take strike 1 despite the fact that Titoli couldn't catch it. Drop in there for strike 2.
And 63 that time with the slow knuckleball from R.A. Dickey. Even slowed his windup up a little bit for that.
Line and caught to third by Kawasaki. Inning and a half done. Game tied 3-3. We'll get you a view from Toronto when we come back.
I hold you in my arms. Here's a band play.
Tied 3-3. Both teams scoring their runs in the first inning. Here come the Jays in the second. Anthony Gose, the right fielder, 246, no homers and 6 runs batted in. Gose, Reyes, and Cabrera here in the second inning. And Buchholz trying to settle in after a rocky first inning through 31 first inning pitches. 3 runs in the inning and 4 hits. And a swing and a miss.
Good breaking ball right there. Good curveball from Buchholz. Maybe the best pitch he's thrown all night. Keeps it down in the zone, actually out of the strike zone, and gets a swing and miss.
And he hits the number 9 man. Jumped ahead of him 0-2, and he hits Gose.
And he tries to come back with that same breaking ball, and this time hits Gose off the foot.
Lead runner on here for the Blue Jays. Second straight inning tonight. Now you get the top of the order, Jose Reyes, who singled and scored in the first inning. Big secondary lead for Gose at first base. He gets back to the bag, but one time Clay Buchholz. Throw over and back is Gose.
Stole a base in the game last night, has 7 on the season.
Snap throw to first, and Gose should get back to the bag.
And we've seen that a couple of times from Vasquez. He likes to throw the baseball around, and especially behind those left-handed hitters. The fake bunt by Reyes to throw behind him, and a very close play at first base.
There goes Ghost. The pitch is a strike. The throw's a good one, and it's not in time. Able to beat it out is Anthony Ghost.
Now he gave that away. He was leading towards second base, and Buchholz did not pick that up and make a throw to first base. Look at him leaning in his lead. You can almost tell he's going to go there, but Buchholz really never gave him a look at first base, and it ends up being a steal. The advantage also of a breaking ball from Buchholz, and that's the difference at second base.
Now Ghost in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch to Reyes was a strike, so it's 2-1. And a bunt bid down the third baseline, foul.
Reyes right there trying to bunt for a base hit, and if he doesn't get the base hit, at least he moves the runner along. By no means at this stage of the game, in this kind of game right now, is he sacrificing. Doing that on his own.
Not close, up and away. This with a single his first time up, came around to score the Blue Jays' first run. Toronto scoring 3 times in the bottom of the first. There's Melky Cabrera waiting on deck. Foul back, will do it again, 3-2. Ace Ticket, the official Red Sox ticket partner, has the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway. All the 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games. Treat yourself or someone special. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Moose at second base with nobody out here in the second. Pitch 41 already for Buchholz. And that is ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk to open up this second inning. Here comes Melky Cabrera. Now you're in a situation too, Jerry, you start thinking about long reliever. You've been holding on to Felix Dubron to do just that, and he's worked in back-to-back nights.
Yep.
And last night roughed up in game 2 of the series, so the guy you would most likely use probably not available. Up to second base has Ghost diving back to the bag at second.
Yeah, this is a double steal situation for these two guys with speed at the bases. The only thing that negates that a little bit is it's a left-hander hit into the plate.
In the air to left field, looking back towards Nava, who will make the catch. Ghost bluffs to draw the throw, and a good throw by Nava, but not going anywhere as Ghost. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CBS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 donation once again this season. CBS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 2 on, 1 away, and Jose Bautista doubled to drive in a run in the first inning. Driven to left, but Nava moves over to his left to make the catch. 2 down. So 2 big outs here for Buchholz after the first 2 reached, able to get Cabrera, now Bautista.
Yes, Bautista on a cut fastball away from him. Bautista in pull mode with those men in scoring position. There's the cut fastball away, trying to pull it, and gets it toward the end of the bat. Not hit well at all.
First and second, 2 down, and Deoner Navarro, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and came around to score the game tying run. Takes the curveball for strike one. Colts coming in 5-5 with a 5.46 earned run average, winning his last 2 outings. On the ground up the middle, ranging is Drew. He'll tag the bag at second for the force out that ends the inning. Through 2, tied 3-3. Top of the third inning, and Dustin Pedroia to lead it off as he takes strike one. R.A. Dickey back on the hill. Yes, Pedroia with a single in the first inning. Rolls it over foul and is down 0-2. Well, watch Sox at 2 every game day at midnight, presented by Kiel Vodka. Stay balanced. Elevated too high, 1-2. Dickey in his Cy Young Award winning season was 20-6 for the Mets in 2012 as that one gets away from him.
Fastball that time from Dickey. He'll mix in quite a few of those throughout the course of the ball game. Actually, that may not have been a fastball. It might have been a knuckleball that was thrown very hard. The rotation looked like a knuckleball.
This is popped up, foul ground. Kawasaki back into fair ground to make the catch for the first out of the inning as we send it back down to Gary.
Guys, it's pretty well known that R.A. Dickey is the anti-flamethrower. His knuckleball anywhere between 63 and 65 miles an hour. And talking with hitting quarter Tim Hires, That's why he's so effective. Players, they're so used to seeing the 85 to 90 mile an hour heat that they kind of get over aggressive seeing an R.A. Dickey knuckleball. They want to get their body into it, but he has to remind them and tell them they have to keep their bodies back and actually just do all the work with their hands, because it takes so long for the ball to get from home plate or from the pitching mound to home plate, so they have to do all of the work with their hands. Specifically with R.A. Dickey's knuckleball, it stays high in the zone and it breaks and moves at the very last second, so he has to tell these guys to stay back on it and wait for the adjustment and wait for the break at the very last second.
David Ortiz swings away here and lifts it into shallow right. It's Goins, the second baseman of the shift, who makes the catch. So 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Well, Jerry, the view tonight is coming from the Red Sox clubhouse down the stairs here towards the Red Sox dugout, right in behind where the dugout is. And that's where Gary Streisky hangs out a lot. In fact, he was hanging out there today as I was coming through at about 2:30 this afternoon. But this is the view today. It's the view the players have coming in, and this is the dugout here, the visiting side on the first base side here in Toronto. How did you approach a knuckleball? Well, we'll get it later. This is up the middle into center field. A base hit for Napa. I can get it now.
Well, there were all kind of theories, you know. I mean, I think everybody's got a different theory. Swing early because they just try to get one over the plate before they start throwing the ones that really dance. Spread your feet out a little bit, hardly stride, and that's what Gary was talking about a little bit, you know, waiting for the last possible minute. There were all kind of theories on doing it. What I tried to do is I tried to spread out a little bit and try not take a big enough, that big of a stride after it. And try to keep my head as still as possible. But, you know, there's no way to practice for it. You just can't practice for it.
Daniel Nava standing in and taking strike 1.
The disturbing part about facing a knuckleball pitcher, when you get ahead of the count, say 2 balls, no strikes, and you knew he was going to throw you a fastball. I mean, it was really a nothing fastball, but you couldn't do much with it, you know, because you're so accustomed to seeing that knuckleball come at you.
And this one gets by Bautista. Went to the backhand, and it's by him into right field. Napoli headed for third base. He'll get there without a problem. Well, nice play earlier by Bautista. Not so much this time. Kind of off to the side and by him.
Ball hit very well, though, by Daniel Nava. And Bautista, he expected that ball to come up on him, and instead it stayed down. That might have been a seam ball right there.
Well, it has ruled a base hit, and the Red Sox have 2 on with 2 down. 7 hits now for the Red Sox here. 2 on, 2 down, and chance for Xander Bogaerts. We've seen in the past things happen fast against knuckleballers. I think you're trying to slow things down right now. Bogaerts with a single to center field in the 1st inning. Here's one of the 7 Red Sox hits tonight. Oh, drop in there for a strike. Similar pitch, maybe a little higher.
Starts out of the strike zone. That's why Bogaerts takes it and ends up about belt high.
And he fouls the 0-2 pitch back. Bogaerts 4 for 10 in this Blue Jays series. Fouls it off again.
As we saw Tim Wakefield for many years and pitched many games for the Red Sox, and with his knuckleball it was not quite as hard as R.A. Dickey, but he mixed in a fastball, he mixed in a curveball. Wake actually had a pretty good curveball that he could throw up there.
In the air, foul off to the left, out of play. Now tomorrow on NESN Live, presented by Cross Insurance, Sarah Davis and Al Duncan will have full coverage live from Gillette Stadium on opening day of Patriots training camp, and a live report recapping the Sox Blue Jays series. That's tomorrow at 5:30 on NESN. First and third, 2 down. As Bogart steps out. Now back in again to face R.A. Dickey here. 50th pitch for Dickey. And it's down low. Did he go? They check. No, he did not, says Hernandez, the first base umpire. And the count evens at 2-2.
That's a tough pitch right there to check a swing on, too, because it looks like strike. It looks like it's belt high. Then it stays down below the knees. But Bogart's clearly there from that side view. Did check.
Xander chops it to third base. Kawasaki backs up on it, goes to second for the force out that ends the inning. The Red Sox strand a pair. Game tied 3-3. Kobe Rasmus to lead it off here against Clay Buchholz in the inning. Rasmus grounding out but picking up an RBI in that first inning. His 30th RBI of the season. Red Sox shifting on the right side against him. And he grounds into the shift, off of Drew and through Drew into right field. So they had it lined up well, but that came up off the turf and gets through. Stephen Drew comes to the right side of the infield.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, almost anything you see hit to Stephen Drew's direction is going to be caught, but not that time. Drew making a couple of steps to his left, picks the glove up a little bit too soon, and the ball gets through.
Pulled a base hit for Rasmus. Leadoff single here for the Jays, and here's Yonori Kawasaki. Reached on the hit that went back off Clay Buchholz. Part of the glove, part of his face. In there for strike one. Did he go? No. They check with Paul Nauert, third base umpire.
Kawasaki, the guy obviously that they can hit and run with, has that type of swing, contact guy.
Drops the bunt down, and Bogarts barehanded throws in time. Nice play by Bogarts.
Once again, I don't believe it was a sacrifice, but they'll give him a sacrifice. But I really believe here he was bunting for a base hit. Trying to drop one down that third base line. Nice barehanded play by Bogarts, throwing on the run. Good balance right there by Bogarts to get that out of first base. Throws a strike to Napoli.
So runner at second, one down. And Josh Thole coming up. Rasmus into scoring position. Thole double to drive in a run in the first inning. Jumps back out of the way and pitch running inside. That's a strike. We've seen three different catchers in three different games here for the Jays. Eric Kratz, who started the first night, was sent back down to Buffalo. Deanna Navarra last night, and then Josh Thole, who's R.A. Dickey's personal catcher. Now catching tonight in Game 3. And trying to put the Jays on top. Down and in again, 2-1. Ryan Goins waiting on deck for the Blue Jays.
The Buccos really hasn't found any rhythm in this game yet. Change up that time down in the dirt. Nice block by Vasquez.
Swing and a miss for Thole up over the top of it, and it's a full count.
Back to the cut fastball for Buchholz. On the 3-1 count. No straight fastball for Thole.
Rasmus gaining his lead at second base, one out in the third. And that's not close. Thole will take the walk. Third walk given up by Buchholz. Check back in with Gary.
Guys, when Clay Buchholz's changeup is working, he'll be the first to tell you it's arguably the best pitch in his arsenal. But as of late, it really hasn't been. So Clay Buchholz, he actually had to change the grip on his changeup. Still goes with the four-seam circle changeup, but he actually had to tuck the ball back into his palm. What he was doing previously was simply just throwing it with the three fingers here, keeping his pinky finger on the outside of the seams. He was throwing it at about 86 miles an hour. He tucked it back into his palm, brought his pinky finger into the seams, and now he throws it at about 82. He says the biggest difference there is the fact that he has more control. It stays lower in the zone, because if you leave that changeup high, he says you'll see the changeup fly. That was about 86 miles an hour until he changed it, and now it's at about 82.
Well, he has down a good one tonight, that's for sure.
Rasmus at second, Thole at first, and Goins, the batter, down 0-1. Bluff as diving back to second is Rasmus. Oh, and 2 foul tipped.
Finally, a good one right there for Buckholz. He's probably thrown 2 real good ones in this game tonight. One earlier and this one here that has a pretty good run to it. Runs away. Still would like it down in the zone a little bit more.
On the ground towards shortstop. Drew will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Well, double play much needed right there, and the Red Sox get it. Game tied 3-3 after 3. People who care about your community. Eastern Bank is committed to putting you first. Learn all the ways Eastern puts you first at easternbank.com. 3-3 the score as we head to the top half of the 4th inning back at the Rogers Center in Toronto. A lot of pitches for both starters in this game. Buckholz throwing 59 through the first 3. R.A. Dickey 52. As Stephen Drew takes ball 1. Drew at 176 the average. 0 for 1 tonight. Flied out to right field in the first. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. The year in which R.A. Dickey won the Cy Young Award, he threw 233 2/3 innings. Along that 20-6 record for the New York Mets, 2012. Drew now, Vasquez next. Red Sox batting here in the 4th. Drew tops it foul. Do it again, 3-2.
And I don't know, July being Red Sox calling all kids month, we want to see your favorite family video from a game this season. Text keyword on Jerry to 536-536 and get the link NESN.com/OnTV to get started.
Top foul outside of first. Marty Baylor will flip it into the seats. Payoff pitch again. And Drew will take the walk. Leadoff walk for Stephen Drew. First walk of the night given up by R.A. Dickey. But tomorrow on Bruins Summer Face-Off Live, Billy Jaffe and Andy Brickley have all the latest news in the trade market for the Bruins. Let's take a look at the big stories in the NHL and get to know Bruins first-round draft pick David Pastrnak. Catch all that and more tomorrow at 4:30. Leadoff walk begins this fourth inning, and it brings up Christian Vasquez. And he'll take strike one. Vasquez with the infield hit that went off R.A. Dickey in the second inning. Grabbing him in the side, close to his lower back. This will get away from the catcher Tolley, but not far enough for Drew to try to head for second base.
Right off the heel of the glove of the catcher Tolley and rolled up the first baseline. That's why Drew could not advance a base. Knuckleball again that hits him right off the heel of the glove.
All right, Dickey breaking into the big leagues with the Texas Rangers back in 2001. The Rangers through 2008 and went to Seattle and stops in Minnesota before going to the Mets in 2010. And his second year now here in Toronto. Runner goes, ground ball to third base. Kawasaki plays the high hop and throws out. No, didn't get away from Bautista on the stretch. And stopping at third base is Drew. Vasquez gets to second. So an error charged to Kawasaki on the throw to first base. Looked like they were going to get Vasquez, but the error allows him to reach it. Now it's second and third with nobody out.
As I mentioned earlier in the ball game, this is a new position for Kawasaki, and I don't know about that stretch by Bautista. It's almost like he was stretching out toward Kawasaki instead of waiting to see where the ball was, then stretch. The ball gets by him, and the Red Sox catch a break there, second and third.
Second and third, nobody out. Jackie Bradley Jr. the batter. And he'll take ball one. Bounced into a 3-6-3 double play in the second inning. Both teams have turned a double play tonight defensively. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. And it's 2-1 now to Bradley.
Talked about the range of velocity on his knuckleball. That last one was 72 miles an hour.
Two and two.
This one at 75 miles an hour.
Bradley strikes out, and R.A. Dickey needed that. Picks up his second strikeout. It's the first out of the fourth inning.
Yeah, it's hard to say with a knuckleball pitcher if you're doing this by design, but I mean, he stays upstairs on Bradley with 2 strikes on him. And that's what a lot of people like to do to Jackie Bradley Jr. Now, I don't know if he's trying to do that with a knuckleball, but it did stay upstairs, and he gets the big strikeout.
Pitching line brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. 3 1/3 so far. 3 runs, all coming in the first on a 3-run home run by David Ortiz. No chance for Shane Victorino. He'll take strike one. Shane singled in the first, lined out sharply to third in the second. Swing and a miss. Jumping at that ball. 1-2.
That time taking something off at 68 miles an hour. So a wide range in velocity on that knuckleball.
Very little rotation, and that's the idea.
Let it float.
And he strikes out Victorino. There's the theory being there. If it's high, let it fly. And some of the Red Sox are doing that right now.
Well, you know, we talked about range of velocity. I mean, we're talking about a knuckleball here at 78 miles an hour. And again, it was high, but again, the speed difference, I think, fooled Victorino.
So Dickey needed no contact, and he's got it again. Striking out Bradley, then Victorino. Second and third with nobody out. Now second and third, 2 outs for Pedroia. Dustin single to center in the first, popped out to third base in the third. '75th pitch for Dickey and time called. Pedroia grounds one right side. Goins moves to his left, throws out Pedroia. And out of the jam is R.A. Dickey. Game still tied 3-3. Community Strong lends they've been named the #1 SBA lender in Massachusetts 5 years in a row. Eastern Bank, here you're first. Back in Toronto, Red Sox Nation up here in Toronto. That's a good looking sign, Jerry.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that, you can tell.
Hanging socks, they get the Blue Jay in there. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, Anthony Ghost leading it off. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. And he takes strike 1. There's pitch 60 for Clay Buchholz, working to his first batter here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Ghost gets hit again. So he was hit, and it is the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, it's you don't see that very often. #9 guy in the batting order, twice, 2 at bats, been hit twice. That time running up the bunt, can't get the ankle out of the way. It takes it off the left ankle. One off the right foot, one off the left foot.
Maybe it'll slow him down if nothing else. He gains his lead again. He stole a base in the second inning. Another big lead again over there at first, held on by Napoli. Jose Reyes, the batter. And he takes strike one. Reyes has been on twice, a single and a walk so far tonight. Up and away for ball 1-1-1. See the lead, a good sized lead for Ghost at first base, held on by Napoli.
Anytime you see 1 foot on the carpet, that's a very good lead. He wants to go.
Reyes. Oh, blew back a second, and Pedroia out there to make the catch. So one down and Ghost at first base with Melky Cabrera coming up. First, we got a Sox culture on Clay Buchholz. Their vacation spot is Maui, likes Tex-Mex. Favorite app is MLB. Jimmy Page, his favorite guitarist. If he didn't play baseball, he'd be a football player or a guitarist.
I think he'd be a guitarist. When's he going to play football? Quarterback, maybe?
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
Now, probably have to be a quarterback.
Maybe wide receiver. Tall, thin, could be a wide receiver.
Could be.
Melky Cabrera batting with 1 out, 1 on. Now there are guys who say they like to play guitar and you never see him with a guitar. You always see Clay Buchholz with his guitar.
Always. Yeah. Almost every day.
Runner goes, pitches outside, throw from Vasquez is going to be not in time. Another stolen base for Anthony Ghost, his second of the night.
Yeah, he's really getting these jumps off Buchholz. There's not much Vasquez can do. He's making good, strong throws to second base, but just not quite in time. Ghost with that very big lead at first base. Very good jump and off-speed pitch. There's the throw. It's a good one, but the tag's on the back, the hand's in the bag.
Now 2-0 to Cabrera. Ghost taking off to third. This time he's going to be out. Vasquez able to gun him down at third base.
That's just getting too carried away in the game. You know, you've stolen second base. You're in scoring position. You got one of your best hitters at the plate in Melky Cabrera, and you got a wide open lane for the catcher to throw. I mean, it just doesn't make much sense. Red Sox will certainly take it.
Pitch in there for a strike to Cabrera. Well, that changes some things. Base is now empty.
Seen a couple of things in this game tonight make you wonder where's the instruction.
On the ground, foul, full count.
We know that they have to change their game plan a little bit with all their injuries that they have in the middle of their lineup, but not to a point where you're playing dumb baseball.
70th pitch for Buchholz of the night, and it's grounder fouled outside first. Well, tonight's suits are designed by Joseph Abood, now available at Men's Warehouse. Nesson is proud to support the Men's Warehouse National Suit Drive in July. Make a donation of gently used professional clothing and give unemployed men and women a chance to look their best as they re-enter the workforce. To learn more, please visit nationalsuitdrive.com. 2 down and a payoff pitch. Softly grounded down the first baseline. Napoli will pick it and tag the bag to end the 4th inning. We're through 4 from Toronto, tied at 3. Center in Toronto, David Ortiz hit a 3-run home run back in the 1st inning. Red Sox enjoyed a 3-0 lead, but Jays came back with 3 of their own in the bottom of the 1st inning. For Ortiz, it was his 4th home run of the series and his 24th home run of the year. Second time up, David popped out to second base. And lets that one go. 1-1. Was a strike call. 1-2. Dickey with 3 strikeouts in the game. He's walked a batter.
Now both pitchers who started off very rough in this game have settled down some.
The pitch count zone. This is 79. And a swing and a foul tip for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Dickey. 1 down here in the 5th.
Now that time no dip on the knuckleball. That time it just stayed straight and it stayed up against David Ortiz.
One down here in the 5th inning. Big Poppy retired. It brings up Mike Napoli. Napoli struck out in the 1st inning, single to center in the 3rd. Red Sox with 7 hits in the game. The Blue Jays with 5. Back-to-back losses for R.A. Dickey at Tampa Bay and last time against Texas at home as part of this homestand for the Blue Jays. Should come to an end tomorrow. 7 innings last time out, giving up 5 runs. Swing and a miss for Napoli. Evens the count at 2-2.
And that's one Napoli would like to have back again. That one was a little bit flat and just stayed up about let a high, but no contact from Napoli.
Framed there by Toley. A close pitch, but called the ball. Full count.
I think he wanted that. I don't blame him. Looked like he picked up the inside corner.
So Napoli will see another pitch here with one out in the fifth. Wraps it foul. Will do it again. Only 4 days left to enter the Red Sox Foundation's World Series ring raffle to win authentic 2004, 2007, and 2013 championship rings. To enter, visit redsox.com/ring-raffle. Payoff pitch again to Napoli. And a grounder towards Reyes at short. 2 down in the inning. Napoli retired, brings up Daniel Nava. Nava grounding out at second base in the first inning, singled in the third. Day baseball here tomorrow, the fourth and final game of the series. 12:30 start from Toronto. Ruby De La Rosa will be on the mound for Boston. Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Jays. De La Rosa 3-2, the 2.64 earned run average. To right field for Nava. Struck well. Ghost going back, and that's going to one-hop the wall up and over for a ground roll double for Daniel Nava with 2 outs here in the fifth inning.
Well, Nava's hot hitting continues. 2 hits in the ball game tonight. A single back in the third inning, and now this one-hopper off the over the wall in right field for the ground rule double. Get a man in scoring position with 2 outs.
A chance for Xander Bogaerts trying to put the Red Sox on top here in the fifth. Bogaerts has singled and grounded into a fielder's choice. Xander lines in a fair ball down the left field line. Nava coming around to score to put the Sox on top as Bogaerts cruises into second base with an RBI double, and the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead. All this coming with 2 outs and coming quickly here in the fifth.
Well, when you look in this series, the Bogaerts, I mean, most of the hits that he's got have been on off-speed pitches. That time the knuckleball. He's able to stay back long enough and line it right down that left field line. Game 1 of the series, 3 of his hits came on breaking pitches, off-speed pitches.
Now Bogaerts at second with 2 down as Stephen Drew lifts a fly ball to center field. Kobe Rasmus makes his way in and puts it away. But the Red Sox grab a run and take a 4-3 lead halfway through this one. Tomorrow's starting pitchers, Ruby De La Rosa in 7 starts, 3-2, the 2.64 ERA. Marcus Stroman, 14 games and 9 starts, 5-2, the 3.58 ERA. It's a closer look brought to you by FWF. For an even closer look, visit FWF.com. And the starters for tomorrow's finale of this 4-game series. Clay Buchholz back on the mound for the bottom of the 5th inning. Jose Bautista lead it off, and he drives one to center field. Jackie Bradley Jr. is there for the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning.
Got a tweet between innings about Buchholz saying that before he signed with the Red Sox, he turned down offers to play wide receiver from Texas, Notre Dame, Purdue, and Texas A&M.
So there you have it. Wide receiver it is.
These are pretty good schools right there.
One down in the 5th inning for Deoner Navarro. Grounded into 2 fielder's choices in the game. 0 for 2 for the DH. Now for Clay Buchholz, pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and no Ks. Seems strange for Clay not to have a strikeout. Navarro fouls it off to the left out of play. 0-2.
That's a game he's had to really work hard at, especially early in the ball game. Gave up those 3 runs in the first, and really not settling down until he got to about the 4th inning.
His season high in strikeouts is 12. That was the outing before the last. That was at Houston, his 12 Ks. There's a curveball grounded right side. Pedroia ranging to the outfield, and plenty of time to get Navarro 2 down. We'll catch all the second half action on MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service. Watch every out-of-market game live in a true HD on over 400 devices. Visit RedSox.com for details. 2 down in the 5th for Kobe Rasmus. He is grounded out single. His ground out in the first produced a run, his 30th RBI of the year. Shift is on, and right to Stephen Drew on the right side of the infield. That was perfectly positioned by the Red Sox. 4-3 Boston at the end of 5. And Christian Vasquez takes strike 1. Vasquez 1 for 2. And a single back in the second inning that actually kicked off R.A. Dickey. Pops it up foul, back it out of play. It's time for the list. Red Sox all-time catchers. They've had some good ones. Carlton Fisk and Jason Varitek top of that list. Rich Gedman, Farrell. I have a comment about tonight's list. Tweet us at #NessonList. Swing and a miss as Vasquez strikes out. Tonight's Red Sox catcher. That's 5 strikeouts now for R.A. Dickey.
I don't imagine Vasquez has seen many knuckleballs at the minor league level. Certainly seeing a good one here from R.A. Dickey.
One down, Jackie Bradley Jr. Lines this, and it's picked on up by Bautista, who tags the bag for out number 2. Bautista playing some good first base. 2 down.
Yeah, he's made a couple of good plays down there tonight, moving in from right field, giving Francisco a night off tonight as they make the defensive move to get Bautista back into first base.
Two down, Shane Victorino in the top spot in the Red Sox order, with Brock Holt getting the night off. Shane singled and scored in the first inning. Since then, he is lined out and struck out. There's a pop-up foul ground for Bautista, and he'll put it away. So after Buchholz had a 1-2-3 fifth, Dickey has a 1-2-3 sixth, 4-3 Boston. To the bottom of the 6th inning back north of the border, and the Scion Bowl tonight. Which was your favorite concert at Fenway Park? And it is Bruce Springsteen at the moment. Close though between Dave Matthews, Paul McCartney, and the Rolling Stones. It's on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kawasaki shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the strike. And the third is Bogarts. You know, the strange thing about that list, Jerry, you know how much I like Dave Matthews, right?
Yeah.
The last time I saw Dave Matthews was not in Boston or in Fenway Park or even in New England.
It was right here in Toronto.
It was right here in Toronto.
Yeah, I remember that night.
The year before last. And this year, even though they're in whatever 50-something cities and we're in whatever 20-something cities, never matches up. So I never get to see him all summer. It's terrible.
So you got his whole concert schedule?
Yeah, I checked it all out right for the year. Nothing matches. Ball and 2 strikes now to Kawasaki.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the night you went to see him here. You were in a suit.
Yes. Jim Holtzman of Ace Ticket took care of us. Did a terrific job. And this is to left field. Nava is there to make the catch below the cap high. And the first out of the 6th inning. Remind you to vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way Team Store. Next time we go, we're going to take you with us. You're going to love it.
That's not going to happen, man. Not going to happen.
One down here in the 6th. Josh Thole, the batter. Thole a double in the 1st inning to drive in a run, and then he walked in the 3rd. Buchholz now has retired 6 batters in a row. Took a while, but he is starting to settle in. On the ground down the first baseline, foul.
There's only 2 concerts I would go see.
Let me guess. Paul McCartney.
Yep.
And Ringo Starr.
No. The Rolling Stones.
Oh, right.
I would certainly love to see the Stones concert. I've seen McCartney. It was a great concert at Fenway Park.
You wouldn't come to Dave with me? No.
What's that?
You wouldn't come see Dave?
I'm sick of hearing you sing all the songs. I know them all by heart just by
we don't have enough
you.
Going to break. We've had like 1 or 2.
Got 2 tonight.
In the dirt, and it's ball 2. In the dirt again, and now Buchholz falling behind, 3-1. On deck is Ryan Goins. There's ball 4, a 1-out walk for Thole. He's on for the 3rd time tonight. It's time for a Toyota game break at Tom Karen. TC. All right, Tom, thanks very much. As Bartolo Colon flirting with a no-hitter and a perfect game today as Ryan Goins bats here in Toronto with 1 out, 1 on. Goins 0 for 2 in the game. And there is strike 1. He is grounded out to first and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. This is driven towards right field. On the run is Victorino. He's going to get back to the track on the wall and a hop. From first base, Josh Thole trying to come all the way around. He will, and to third base with a triple is Ryan Goins as the Blue Jays tie the score at 4-side. And Victorino kind of running sideways, and that ball took off towards the gap in right center field. Ends up back by the track and the wall.
Yeah, I agree. I think that surprised Victorino in right field. They were not playing very deep at all for Goins, and he takes a pitch that's down and away and hooks it. And very quickly gets by Victorino. They're going to chase this all the way to the wall. No problem for Thole to score, and Goins into third base with the triple. I think the power surprised the Red Sox a little bit there on that triple. Red Sox pull the infield in.
Game tied now. Goins 90 feet away, and Anthony Gose has been hit by 2 pitches. Has 2 stolen bases. Vasquez bluffs and look towards third. Infield in right now. Anthony Gose, the batter. A wild swing and a miss there. 1-1.
That's a good changeup by Buchholz. Probably the best one he's thrown in his game tonight. He really needs it now with that man at third base.
Lead swing, defensive swing. Goes, fouls it off. A fastball. He was late. Well, back at home, the Liverpool soccer team is taking over Fenway Park. For all the updates on their visit to Boston, head on over to NESN.com/LFC. Goes fouling it back. Fastball again. And a triple by Goins. First hit for the Blue Jays since the 3rd inning. Well, now 6 hits, and they've tied the game. Looking for more here, though, with 1 out in the 6th inning. 2-2.
That's twice now. Buchholz tries to go up away with the fastball and pick up the strikeout. Missing both times.
Fouled off by Gose, staying alive. Red Sox do have action in the pen as Craig Breslow, the left-hander, warms. Goins gets his lead at third base. Gose swings and misses and strikes out. Big strikeout there for Buchholz as he picks up his first of the night. Couldn't come at a better time. 2 down.
Well, we talked about him needing a good changeup to get a big out in this situation, and he throws another very good changeup right there. 2 of them in that at bat. Down, away from Gose. And a huge strikeout for Buchholz. Now the Red Sox can put the infield back with 2 outs.
Good insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. 2 outs. Goins at third base, and here is Jose Reyes trying to put the Jays on top. Reyes takes ball 1. A single, walked, and popped out to second base. That's a strike. Went down the middle, and it evens the count. Reyes grounds it left side. Bogarts fires to first, low, and a run will score as Napoli can't dig it out. That ball had spin on it, but Bogarts able to make the catch, but an errant throw. Charged with the error that gives the Blue Jays the lead here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, bad error by Bogarts. He rushed the ball too much. You know, he knows Reyes is fast, but he had more time. And you'll see him make the pick on the second hop and try to rush it almost like he's joining a double play. He had time to get himself set up a little bit better to make the throw, and he bounces it. Napoli cannot come up with it. Red Sox trail it by 1.
Now Melky Cabrera, the batter, as Buchholz thought he was out of it, but instead, it is now the Blue Jays on top. They've scored twice here in the inning. And Cabrera takes ball 1. Walked in the first, flying to the left in the second, grounded out to first base in the 4th inning. High chopper towards Pedroia. He'll race to the bag for the out that ends the inning. But the Blue Jays score twice and take a 5-4 lead. Your office running smoothly like Swingline Fusion Laminators, a super fast, super easy way to laminate and protect your best work. Order yours today from Who by WB Mason. 5-4. The Blue Jays have the lead over the Red Sox as we hit the top of the 7th inning. This call to the bullpen brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Major League debut for Aaron Sanchez into the game here for the Jays. Numbers in the minor leagues between AA and AAA. 101 innings of work already. 3.95 earned run average. And Dustin Pedroia, the first batter he will face, in there for strike 1. Pedroia tonight 1 for 3 in the game. Sanchez called up yesterday from AAA Buffalo. Hauled off to the right out of play.
98 miles an hour on that moving fastball from Sanchez.
First round pick for the Blue Jays in the 2010 draft. Start of the year in New Hampshire. Pedroia lifts it to center field. Kobe Rasmus moves over and makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Well, hey, Red Sox Nation, get a free medium beverage when you enroll in the Dunkin' Donuts Rewards program, DD Perks. And just pay with your registered DD card or the DD mobile app to earn points towards more free beverages. It's Dunkin's way of rewarding their loyal fans. Enroll today, ddperks.com. The Red Sox run on Dunkin'. One out for David Ortiz. Well, David with that's 99 miles an hour, but low. David had a 3-run home run back in the first inning. Andrew Miller now up in the pen. We saw Craig Breslow warming last inning. Clay Buchholz had 99 pitches through the first 6 innings. Ortiz fouling it down the left field line, out of play. Are you a Red Sox fan looking for creative ways to fundraise for your nonprofit organization? There's no better place to do so than Fenway Park. Contact our group sales department to learn about this summer's fundraising packages. Go to redsox.com/groups for more details. There's a 2-1. Sanchez taking over for R.A. Dickey with the first 6 innings tonight. 9 hits, 4 runs. He walked a batter, struck out 5, and left with the lead, so a chance to get his 8th win of the year. Ortiz hits a fly ball to left field. Melky Cabrera coming in. 2 down in the 7th inning.
When you think about the adjustment here for Red Sox hitters, going from a knuckleball pitcher to a guy that's throwing as high as 98 so far, I should say. With some movement on that fastball from Sanchez.
Well, 2 down. He just got Pedroia and Ortiz. A good start to his career. As Mike Napoli stands in. He'll take strike 1. Strike 2. I didn't think either one was a strike. Shaking his head. Peter Morales, 0-2.
Like an identical pitch in the first one.
Too low that time, 1-2. Sanchez, 22 years of age, from Barstow, California. Napoli batting now, Nava waiting on deck, although there are 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Napoli to right center field, sending Kobe Rasmus back towards the track. He'll get there to make the catch. That ends the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch, 5-4 Blue Jays. Tweet your photo to #NESSONFanPhoto for a chance to be shown in our broadcast. Brought to you by AT&T. Tonight's fan photo is from one of our tape operators in the truck, Justin Newell, who brought his family to Boston last month for his wife and daughter's first game at Fenway Park. Now it's on to the bottom of the 7th inning, back at the Rogers Center in Toronto. And Jose Bautista drives one to deep left field, back, and this ball is going to be gone. Home run for Jose Bautista. He greets Andrew Miller rather rudely into the game. And the Blue Jays take a 2-run lead on top 6-4.
Bautista didn't waste any time, did he? First pitch. A first pitch fastball from Andrew Miller, and Bautista. Did this ball hit the top of the wall and go out?
It looked like it did.
It did. Ball hit very hard by Bautista.
18th home run of the year for Bautista. And Diana Navarro now taking a pitch for ball 1. He'll take a strike, 1-1. On the ground to first base, Napoli will take it himself to the bag for the first out of the inning. Well, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union, tomorrow at noon. DC and Steve Lyons will preview Ruby De La Rosa's start. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Andrew Miller giving up the home run, getting a ground out, and now here's Kobe Rasmus. 1 for 3 tonight. And a single to right in the 3rd inning as he takes strike 1. Clay Buchholz tonight went the first 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Walked 4, struck out a batter, and on the hook. Throwing 99 pitches through the first 6 innings of tonight's contest. Rasmus with a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. First K for Miller. 2 down here in the 7th inning. Well, tonight's Cold Hard Facts are brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. 2 rookies with the most starts in Major League Baseball this year. Xander Bogaerts with 91 and Jackie Bradley Jr. with 87. Including Brock Holt with 64. The 2014 Red Sox are first. They feature 3 rookies with 60-plus starts. You got to go back to 1966. George Scott, Joe Foy, and Mike Ryan. On a strike to Kawasaki. And a single back in the 1st inning. 1 for 2 night. Also credited with a sacrifice bunt. Tanner's hitting at 161 against Andrew Miller.
See if he goes with that breaking ball, that sweeping breaking ball down and away from Kawasaki.
Foul ball, the indication by the home plate umpire. Well, do you know the signs of a stroke? The Stroke Center at Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, reminds you fast treatment can save lives. Learn the symptoms at bidmc.org/stroke symptoms. And 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled off. That sweeping breaking ball.
And Kawasaki doing a pretty good job against. That's 2 in a row he's been able to foul off. That's how he struck out Rasmus on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss gets him and strikes out Kawasaki, but a home run by Bautista. 6-4 Toronto. Clay Buchholz tonight on the hook. Went the first 6 innings, giving it 5 runs, 4 earned. David Ortiz with a 3-run home run in the first inning. His 24th of the year. R.A. Dickey, the pitcher of record right now on the Blue Jays side of things. So he went 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. Bautista with his 18th home run of the year off Andrew Miller. Sanchez back on the mound again. Retired the side in order in his major league debut in the 7th inning. Dealing with Daniel Nava to start the 8th. Nava 2 for 3 in the game tonight. Double barreled action in the Blue Jays pen. Brett Cecil and Todd Redmond. Red Sox pen busy as well. As Craig Breslow warming up. He'd been up earlier, back up again. Ace Ticket, the official Red Sox ticket partner, has the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway, all the 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games. Treat yourself or someone special. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. One-two pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Nasty breaking ball right there. Freezes Nava.
We've seen 3 pitches from Sanchez so far. The fastball at 98, the curveball which he just struck out Daniel Nava on, and also a changeup in that at bat.
One down here in the 8th inning. Xander Bogaerts, a 2-hit night. Single and a double. He's also grounded into a fielder's choice. the ground up the middle. Reyes to his left. Throws out Bogarts, 2 down. Stay tuned tonight following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final presented by Esurance. Send your questions to TC at #SoxFinal. Maybe yours will be answered on Red Sox Final presented by Esurance. Two down in the 8th, and it brings up Stephen Drew. Strike one to Drew. He's fly to right, walked, and flied out to center field. Sanchez had been starting games for AAA Buffalo. He was 0-3 with a 4.19 earned run average at the time that he had been promoted here to the majors. Red Sox have another reliever up. Edward Mujica joins Craig Breslow in the Boston pen. Deck Christian Vasquez, 2 down here in the top half of the 8th inning. Strike 3 call. Wow, that's Sanchez. Very impressive in his 2 innings of work in his major league debut. Packs will keep you running and guarantees to satisfy any fan base. Order by 11:30 a.m. and get free same-day delivery. Who but WB Mason? 6-4 Blue Jays have the lead, and Aaron Sanchez, 2 very good innings, retiring all 6 Red Sox batters that he faced in his major league debut. Now Craig Breslow into the game for Boston here for the bottom of the 8th inning. 36th appearance, 2-2 with a 5.03 earned run average. 34 innings, 24 strikeouts, and 22 walks, and opponents hitting at .285 against him. Josh Choley leading it off here for the Jays. Been on base 3 times in the game tonight. A double and 2 walks. There's strike 1. fielder Jackie Bradley Jr. over towards left center. A lot of room out there in right center, and playing shallow in right is Victorino. Breslow finished Monday night's game here in Toronto with a scoreless 9th inning. Allowed a hit, struck out the final 2 batters he faced in Kawasaki and Mastriani. This game, the Red Sox won 14-1. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left, out of play. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, Christian Vasquez, Jackie Bradley Jr., Shane Victorino expected to bat. Brock Holt is on the bench. And the elbows ground ball, base hit to the left side. And a single for Toll, who's on base for the 4th time tonight. Second hit. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
Now we'll see how the Blue Jays play this now that they go to the sacrifice and try to get a man in a scoring position.
Ryan Goins sprouted out twice, triple to drive in a run last time up. And he is squaring around. Breslow's going to go to second base for the force out there. Oh, right back to the pitcher on the fast surface here of the AstroTurf, and no delay there from Breslow. No hesitation as he throws out Tolley.
Yeah, not a good bunt at all. Right back to the mound. You should be trying to go down the first baseline with that bunt, because the first baseman has to hold the runner on. Instead, he goes back to the pitcher's mound and they get a play at second base. Good heads-up play by Breslow. No hesitation.
Now Anthony Gose batting with Goins at first base. Gose been hit by 2 pitches. Last time out, struck out. He's also showing bunt. Two and 0. Breslow has allowed runs in 4 of his last 9 appearances. The last 9 appearances, an 8.64 earned run average. Gose with 2 stolen bases in the game tonight. Was caught 1 time trying to steal third base. Two and 2.
The slider that time from Breslow, keeping it away from the left-hander, gets the swing and miss. Going on a changeup and a slider for the last 2 pitches.
On the ground towards second base, Pedroia will throw to first for the out there. Now the tag play at second, and it's applied for the double play that ends the 8th. We head for the 9th inning. It's 6-4 Toronto. The new Scion TC, Citizens Bank, Sullivan Tire and Auto Repair, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, it is 6-4. The Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox as we head to the 9th inning. Steve Tollefson checks in at third base defensively for Kawasaki, who comes out of the game. And the closer in here for the Blue Jays, and Casey Janssen, 46th appearance of the year, 3-0 with a 2.31 earned run average, 14 out of 16 in save opportunities. 253 opponent batting average, striking out 14, walking only 2. And Christian Vazquez leads it off here in the 9th.
I thought we might see Brock Holt in this situation, but apparently Ross not able to play in this game, because if he was, you would think that Brock Holt would be leading off the 9th inning down by 2 runs.
Well, the plantar fasciitis problems that he had last night, he's going to try to play through it. Vazquez lifts a fly ball down the right field line. Anthony Gose in foul ground, makes the catch for the first out of the 9th. When our veterans return from Iraq and Afghanistan, many have post-traumatic stress and brain injuries. That's why Tom Werner spearheaded the creation of the Red Sox Foundation's Home Base program to treat veterans and their families suffering from the invisible wounds of war. We thank H.B. Hood for supporting the Red Sox Foundation's efforts. One out here in the 9th inning. Jackie Bradley Jr. takes strike 1. He's now 10 in a row retired by Blue Jays pitching. And it's quickly 0-2. Ujihara up in the Red Sox pen in case. Strike 3. Jansen back to looking like Casey Jansen. 2 down in the 9th.
Yeah, this looks like a totally different guy than we saw last night, making his first appearance in a while. Once again, they elevate with 2 strikes against Jackie Bradley Jr. Once again, he chases it.
2 down in the 9th inning. Shane Victorino 1 for 4 tonight. A single back in the first inning. It was a promising beginning for the Red Sox tonight after Ortiz hit a 3-run home run. The Red Sox had a 3-0 first inning lead, but now trail 6-4, batting with 2 down in the 9th. On the ground to shortstop, Reyes will go to first, and that's the ball game. Well, the Blue Jays are taking 2 of the first 3 games of this series. Casey Janssen will pick up the save. And the Red Sox drop this one tonight. Clay Buchholz on the losing side. We will step aside and come back with more from Toronto after this.